Well, River Legacy Foundation is actually celebrating its 25th year this year. We formed in 1988 as a unique public-private partnership with the City of Arlington Parks and Recreation Department in order to open River Legacy Parks. At the time, it was just 176 acres. We were able to do some fundraising and get some amenities that you find in there now, like the trails and the pedestrian bridge. And today, the park is a jewel of the park system. It's 1,300 acres. It's still in its natural state in many places, but you can hike, bike, canoe in the park and just have a whole lot of fun. From the beginning, though, the foundation realized that we needed an educational component to the parks, a way to educate people about the wonderful natural resource the park has to offer. So we looked forward to the River Legacy Living Science Center, raised money to build it, and it opened in 1996 as the educational headquarters for River Legacy Parks. And here we do field investigations for public schools. We have a nature school, which is a preschool enrichment program. We're also just open to the public, that people can come in and view our exhibits and walk our nature trails and just learn a little bit about nature while they're here. What we have here is our animal exhibits. We have a number of native animals, wildlife that you would find out in the park, and they are in our exhibits here to sort of mimic their natural habitat that you would find them out in the park. We have snakes, we have turtles, we have lizards, we have skinks, we have fish, we have a spotted gar. These are all things that you would find either in the park or in the Trinity River here in the River Legacy Park. So people can come and look at them and see them in the natural habitat and go try to find them out in the park.
We're really excited about the renovation. This renovation is phase one of two phases of the renovation. This one was $230,000. We planned it, raised the money, and completed it within a year. The renovation represents the Trinity River, and it's educational in many ways. In a broad way, it talks about what the edge of the Trinity River is comprised of. There's a leaf litter layer, a sand layer, a limestone layer, and a gravel layer. You can see things like erosion in it, and in the gravel layer there's fossils that were actually cast from the site of the Archosaur, which it was a dig site that was north of the Meridian subdivision. Gregory George Designs is the design company that made the animal exhibits at the Fort Worth Museum of Living Art. They call it the MOLA. And he was at the MOLA one day, and we called him and said, could you come by here just to see, what it would cost and how we could make this an educational and good experience for our community of viewers. And so he came by here and he told us, we talked about our curriculum and what we taught, and so he gave us an idea, and so we worked with him on the plans and how it fit within our curriculum, and he gave us a plan, we raised the money, and he built the exhibits. Phase two of the renovation will be another part of the exhibit hall. It's about 2,500 square feet. When this building opened, there was a ride. It was called the Raft Ride, and now we use that space as a lab, but it's really not designed to be a lab, and so we're going to renovate that space to be more interactive, have more interactive exhibits, and then we'll make some classroom spaces to use as a laboratory. It's going to cost $1 million to do the second phase of the renovation, and as soon as we raise that money, it's planned to be in the fall of 2015, then we'll begin the renovation.
We like to say that we are here to educate students from ages 3 to 93 because we offer programs that start with 3-year-olds in preschool and run up through our adult education programs, all focused on nature and the plant and animal life that's outside our walls. And we want anyone who's interested in enriching their connection with the natural world to have a place to come and do that. All of our curriculums, as I said, are based on the plant and animal life outside our doors, and this is a representation of the Trinity River bank and the creek banks that are just outside our door. And in it you would find, in there and in the forest around it, you would find all of these living creatures. So we wanted to have something in here that allows the Living Science Center really to function as a gateway to River Legacy Parks, if you will, to come in here, let our student, whether it's a small child or an adult, become oriented to what there is out there to learn about, see it up close, and as I believe they've said earlier, know what to look for, where to look for it, so that when they go out there, they're better equipped to find the wonders of nature that are hidden outside of our doors. And we do have field investigation programs for pre-kindergarten up through, well, we've gone as high as 7th or 8th grade, and we probably could craft something for high school level students as well, for both public and private school. All of Arlington's fourth graders come here for a field experience that is actually embedded in the fourth grade science curriculum. All of Arlington's second graders in Title I schools come for a similar program that is appropriate for the second grade science curriculum. And then we offer that to other schools who are interested. If they would like to know more about what our programs are, they can certainly contact me here at River Legacy, or they can email me at debbie@riverlegacy.org.